Good afternoon, KELOLAND. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Temperatures continue the warm middle 50s in western and south central South Dakota. Thick cloud cover in central and eastern KELOLAND holding during the early afternoon hours, so numbers are a little cooler with many locations in the 40s. We'll try to bring those temperatures to the 50s today with a high of 54 in Sioux Falls, 53 in Pierre, 60 today in Rapid City. A little cooler northeastern South Dakota, Aberdeen at 46. More details on your forecast coming up as we begin midday in KELOLAND.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, midday in KELOLAND.
The Union Gospel Mission plans to expand their reach to help those in need. And after a month since the start of the deadly Hamas attacks, families grow desperate as many children remain in captivity. Good afternoon, and thanks for having us in. The Minnehaha County Sheriff's Office is looking for a man with a long history of abusing women. Court documents say 48-year-old Joseph Minor Jr. has had at least 7 different victims since 2018, including he's accused of assaulting one of those victims at least a half dozen times. In one case, court documents say a victim had 2 black eyes, along with bruising on her face and body. The Sheriff's Office posted about Minor about an hour ago on social media. If you know where he is, call law enforcement. Sioux Falls police are investigating a gunshot heard inside an apartment complex yesterday afternoon. Residents of an apartment on the northeastern side of the city heard a noise that was later reported to be a gunshot fired from outside. Reports say the bullet went through some doors of the complex before dropping. Neighborhood surveillance cameras captured part of the incident. No one was injured and no arrests have been made. Pivoting to weather, pretty pleasant out there. Before too long, we're going to be talking about the wind speed and kind of getting a little chillier, right, Scott?
Oh, that we are. You know, we'll have a strong northwest wind, I think, as we do go through the day for tomorrow. We'll have temperatures slowly cool, and there's a secondary front behind that one that will move through for Thursday, and then that's when it'll bring in the brunt of the cooler weather that we'll feel for Friday, and that will even extend into the first half of the weekend. Right now, we have temperatures that are in the 40s and 50s in southeastern KELOLAND. We have 48 in Sioux Falls, currently 49 in Mitchell and Huron, 50 in Yankton. You see temperatures in the 40s to cover Iowa, parts of western and southwestern Minnesota. As we do move into northeastern KELOLAND, we do have temperatures that are in the 40s, such as 45 in Watertown, and temperatures in the lower 40s across northeastern South Dakota. So, well, here's the forecast for today. We'll try to hit the lower 50s in Sioux Falls, mostly cloudy skies holding. Temperatures remaining steady in northeastern KELOLAND, numbers mainly in the middle 40s, while central South Dakota, a little bit of sunshine. That should help temperatures to the low to middle 50s today. And across western South Dakota, looks like we'll have temperatures near 60 as skies become partly cloudy this afternoon. 59 Chamberlain will have temperatures again in the lower 50s for north central South Dakota. As we do take a look at the forecast for tonight, we'll hold to some of the cloud cover, even fog possible, as we'll have mostly cloudy skies, numbers in the 30s and 40s. Light winds tonight, but that will change for tomorrow. We will watch that front move through. Behind it, strong northwest winds. They'll come in at least 20 to 40. That will cover western and central South Dakota. We are looking at winds to increase throughout the day in eastern and southeastern KELOLAND with temperatures in the 50s. I'll have more details on your KELOLAND live Doppler forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. The South Dakota Legislature's Rules Review Committee decided on 2 proposed rules for medical cannabis. These rules would have placed more restrictions on medical cannabis products in South Dakota, but they were rejected this morning after hearing testimony from several medical cannabis advocates. The panel voted 4-1 against more complicated testing of pre-rolled cannabis cigarettes and 5-0 against banning non-cannabis activities from manufactured cannabis products. The rest of the changes sought by the South Dakota Department of Health were allowed to proceed. The Union Gospel Mission has spent the year expanding to house more people who need help. The $1.2 million expansion of the 3rd floor will allow the mission to host 80 additional guests by the start of next year. CEO Eric Weber says the need for affordable housing and rising food costs have caused more people to turn to nonprofits for assistance.
60% of our guests that are staying work, and they have full-time jobs, and they're just trying to get by and try to get housing and try to get going. And we've seen so many in the last 6 months ago from the beginning of the year.
In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Renee Ortiz speaks with residents of the mission and learns more about how the expansion will help more in need. Today marks 1 month since the deadly October 7th Hamas terror attacks in Israel that killed 1,400 people, plunging the region into a bloody conflict. The Hamas-run health ministry in Gaza says the Palestinian death toll has surpassed 10,000, including more than 4,000 children. Israel says at least 36 children are believed to be among the hostages Hamas is holding. Doug Williams has more from Tel Aviv.
As the war rages on, mothers and fathers in Gaza desperately try to protect their children. Grief overwhelms those who cannot. Sadi Baraka has been a gravedigger for 40 years. He told CBS News that before the war, this cemetery used to bury 2 or 3 people a month. Now it's received over 6,000 bodies, more than half of them children. Let them kill Hamas. I have no problem with that, he raged. But why are they killing innocent children in their homes? Dozens of children are also believed to be among the hostages taken by Hamas 1 month ago.
She'd be saying every day, "Where are you? Where are you, Dad?"
Thomas Hand is desperate for news about his 8-year-old daughter, Emily. She was at a sleepover when Hamas stormed Kibbutz Be'eri, killing more than 100 people. Other hostages include 9-month-old Kafir Silberman Bibas, who was taken along with his mom and 3-year-old brother, and Erez Calderon, who was led away by militants, turned 12 in captivity.
At least let the children go. At least let the children go.
Israelis, in protests both angry and peaceful, say, bring them home. Doug Williams, CBS News, Tel Aviv.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has ruled out a ceasefire until Hamas releases the more than 240 captives it is believed to be holding, but he said he was open to, quote, tactical little pauses.